One moment.
All good to go.
Awesome. Yeah, hello everyone. We're delighted to have you at our InnMind speech session today. Yeah, despite consensus week start, we're really happy to have really strong teams with us, our dear VCs. So we highly appreciate your attendance today. So yeah, regarding our agenda, I will start with short introduction of our VCs, and we would appreciate a lot if you could tell a few words about your VC, about your current focus. After that, our dear participants, our awesome startups start pitching their investment opportunities for you. Every startup have 5 minutes for pitch and around 2 minutes for Q&A session. We would love also not only have your questions to startup, but also your honest expert feedback. We will really appreciate it, and it will be extremely valuable for our participants. Yeah, and I'm delighted to introduce you my colleague Ekaterina with me today, our managing partner at InnMind. Yeah, and Ekaterina will be assisting me today, will help me with timeline of your pitch as well. So please respect the time of your pitch. And yeah, I suppose we could start with introductions of our VCs. Yeah, I will start. I see. One moment. Let me approve one more request. I see with us Arina from MarsDAO. Hello, Arina. Happy to have you with us today. Could you please tell a few words about your VC and about your focus?
Yes, sure. Hi, I hope you hear me fine. So yes, my name is Arina. I'm head of fundraising at MarsDAO. And basically, MarsDAO is one of the largest CIS Web3 communities with over 300,000 members. And we have successfully launched 20 products in ad tech, DeFi, infrastructure, trading. And we have our MarsDAO token that has over 25,000 holders, and we're listed on Bybit, BitGet, and Gate exchanges. And we're looking for basically ad tech, DeFi, gaming products right now to launch on our launchpad, and looking forward for this pitch session. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Arina. Happy to have you with us today. Awesome. Yeah. Also, I see Jim from Connectico Capital with us. Hello, Jim. First time have you today with us in our pitch session, so we really appreciate your attendance. Could you please tell a few words about your VC and about your current focus? Thank you.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. I am Jim, one of the co-founders of Connectico Capital, a DAO investor group in the sphere since 2018. And we have been investing in projects from sectors like infrastructure, DeFi, Layer 1, Layer 2, gaming, and most recently AI and DeepIn related projects. We are basically looking for earlier stage projects, definitely before the public launch, whether it's seed, strategic, private, etc. We are quite open as long as the terms are favorable, and we are preferring projects with Doug's team, and preferably with the lower FDV, so probably somewhere below 100 million, except for infrastructure we can go above that usually. And yeah, basically we are open to any kind of projects as long as the vision and is there and the team is strong. And I could already see some familiar faces increase from EON RIFT. I think we were connected before. So yeah, happy to be here and excited to hear out the presentations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. Yeah, I'm sure that you will enjoy today. Participants, I suppose a lot of from them fits your focus and your criteria. Yeah, thank you very much. And let me introduce the next, our VC host. I see Lewis from Marshland Capital. Hello, Lewis. We're so delighted to have you with us. We really appreciate your expert feedback every hour session and really enjoying to have you every time. Hey, Elias, could you tell a bit more about your Marshland Capital, about your focus for our participants and VCs? Okay. Elias, yeah, go ahead.
Hi everyone. Marshland Capital is a family office and an accelerator. We've been in this space since 2017. Over the last 2 quarters, we've accelerated and invested on over 20 projects. We consider ourselves as sector and chain agnostic, but the main focus has always been on DeFi infrastructure, GameFi AI, and NFT. We work closely with Chainlink Build. I believe that it's one of our core strengths as a firm that we can help you connect with different VCs. So yeah, happy to be here. Excited for the pitch session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Luis. Yeah, thank you. And I see we have Melly from BitValue. Hello, Melly. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Would love to hear a few words about your VC, about your focus as well.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for having us here today. So I'm Melly from BitValue Capital. Our company was founded back in 2017 in Toronto, Canada. We actually specialize in venture capital, and our team members have a strong background from leading investment banks, hedge funds also, IBM, stock exchange, and more. So actually, we do have a quantitative trading background, and we usually provide our clients with different services. And so far, we are the early investors of Nephele and also Polkadot, and we have served and are still serving over 300 projects, on which 37 of them are now on Binance. So yeah, that's a brief intro about us, and thank you for having us again.
Wow, Melly, yeah, sounds really awesome. Thank you very much. Awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see with us Arnoldas from AJ Capital. Nice to meet you, Arnoldas. Would love to hear a few words about your VC today and your focus as well. Could you tell?
Hello. Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so Arnoldas from AJ Ventures. So we'll keep it quite short. We're quite vertical agnostic. Angel Syndicate. It's more like a friends syndicate would put it like this, just 13 members investing from 50K up to 250K checks. Been around here for a while. We are quite vertical, but as well as sector agnostic, but currently looking at more, let's say, the deals in infrastructure plus AI, consumer application dApps. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Arnoldas. Yeah, hope you will enjoy today's participants. And I see with us Valeria from WebWise VC. It's our very close partner, and also always happy to have you, Valeria, with us today. I suppose a lot of our participants already and VCs aware about your VC and focus, but could you please anyway drop your words for our new participants maybe?
Yes, sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Svetlana, for inviting. We are always happy to be here. Just a few words about our company. Since 2017, we've been operating in the cryptocurrency sphere, but as a venture fund, we began our operations just last year. Our primary focus is on Web3 and AI projects. Our team has a high level of expertise in decentralized finance. So we can give some kind of concept of smart money. We mean active involvement in the development of our portfolio projects by providing access to our network experts and strategic advice and recommendations. We are interested in infrastructure projects, DeFi projects, as well as projects related to real-world assets, additionally open to considering NFT projects. And our interest spans both equity and tokenized investments, with particular attention to projects with clear business models that demonstrate how they plan to generate revenue. We are interested in startups at the seed stage and beyond. Do not exclude the possibility of considering pre-seed projects also. So I guess this is just a couple of words. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Svetlana.
Yeah, thank you very much. Awesome introduction. Thank you very much. One moment. Yeah, and I see with us Stefan from 3x Capital. Thank you very much, Stefan, for joining us today. Could you please tell a few words about 3x Capital?
Hey everyone, GM. It's really nice to be here. Really excited to hear the pitches of our founders. So just to give a brief background about 3x Capital, we are a VC firm that offers investment and advisory services. The VC fund was established in 2021 by our 3 partners, and overall they have 6 years of investment experience with 52 investments. And in terms of our focus, we are focused on investing in the categories of infrastructure, DeFi, and Web3 platforms. However, over the past few months, we're also exploring some opportunities in gaming and DeepIn. And I think that would be it. And again, I'm excited to hear the great ideas of our participants here. Thank you.
Very much, Stefan. Yeah, it's a perfect fit for you. We have all verticals you mentioned here. Today it's among our participants. Awesome. Yeah, and let me check. I suppose we will not have today London Real Ventures with us. Dr. Ankur will give his feedback after the session as well on the projects. Let me check TDeFi. Hope this team will join soon. Yeah, expecting Chain Capital and Six-Man Ventures. Yeah, we expecting the teams will join. Anyway, all VCs will provide feedback on today's participants' pitches. So yeah, I suppose we could start.
Just a small thing. I wanted just the last but not least, Nira, if you want to also give us a brief introduction to Langrenus Fund, that would be super awesome.
I'm super sorry. Yeah. Hello, Nero. Sorry, I did not. I missed 3 participants at the Hangouts. Yeah. Awesome that you join us today. Could you please tell a few words about Langrenus Fund to our participants today?
Wait. Thanks to bring us on the table. So this is Nero. I'm the project manager for our post-investment management. And Langrenus Fund is a New York-based venture capital for Web3 investment. So we get involved in the early step of the Web3 project. Nowadays, we are more focused on the GameFi and build on the TOM and also on the base as well. So that's what we are going to focus. And the Bitcoin ecosystem is also our main portfolios, because a couple of our LPs from the Bitcoin mining. So that's the second time I attend to this event. So I think it's very nice, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Nero. Yeah, awesome introduction. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, yeah, so Kate, tell me please, could we start already with our participants?
Let's get started. I think it's time, the most exciting part. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and we start today with, one moment, Jeremy, yeah.
Yes, sorry, just quickly, I just wanted to know, is there a particular order in which the projects go, just so we can take a note of that?
Yeah, sure. I suppose it was a bit clear when we shared the list. Yeah, you go second today after Nephele.
Sweet, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, Nephele team, you pitch first today. So please share your screen.
Yeah. Hi. So let me share my screen. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you can start. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Good afternoon. Data is the numeric oil, and data needs to be stored and distributed. The data storage market size. Oh, I think I have just an issue of presentation, sorry. Okay, working. So the data storage market size is around 180 billion of USD. It is led by Google, Amazon, and Microsoft with their centralized cloud storage. This solution suffers from security and privacy concerns, but the most significant part is that the price of storing data in this solution has been increased by 2 in 5 years. This means that the revenues of company must spend between 10 and 20% of their revenues in these solutions. To reduce the cost and to increase privacy and security, you have the DeepIn-based cloud storage solutions like Filecoin, Seesion, or A-Wave. But as you can see, they are only sharing 0.1% of the market. Why? Because companies using this solution has a poor experience with DeepIn-based cloud storage. This means that 90% of Web3 companies use centralized storage. It is a loss of 1 billion USD in 2023 in the Web3 ecosystem. They're facing security and privacy issues, but at the same time, they won't be competitive because they're spending the cost of centralized storage, and then they are not competitive against centralized competitors. I am Brio, CEO and co-founder of Nephele, and with my associate Giacomo Milligan, we have decided to found Nephele and to grow our team with Zachary, Javier, Shay, and Ali to provide a new solution. This solution has 3 values to solve the poor experience with DeepIn-based cloud storage. First of all, we must ensure that the profitability of infrastructure providers in our network is the best. Second, the transfer speed between the network and the service provider must be as fast as possible. And the last point, the integration of our network in their services must be seamless. To do that, we have designed 9 technical features gathered in 3 layers. You have the blockchain layers, the storage layer, and the content layers. And with these 3 layers, we have a unique market positioning. We have the fastest, the cheapest, most scalable, and most decentralized DeepIn-based cloud storage. And we can open the gate to new use cases. Tomorrow, you can imagine to have this new supply chain solution at very low cost, or to provide more privacy for game streaming or video games. Or additionally, you can have more sovereignty for AI generation, which is something demanded by governments more and more. This vision brought already more than 1,500 community members in our social media, and we have 50 projects and builders ready to help us to build our testnet in June and to participate in our mainnets. Of course, our network can't work properly without a token. Our token allocation has been designed for the long-term development and profitability. We have a public sale in December, but all of these come with a utility. With our token, you can, for instance, pay people with it. You can deploy smart contracts and then layer 2 solutions. You can decide to be a storage or a service providers. And of course, you are going to use the token to store your files on our network. To store your file on your network, in fact, you can use different service providers, as you can see on the right. And this service provider is going to be connected to different infrastructure providers. These infrastructure providers called storage providers are going to receive 2 streams of revenue. One coming from the service provider, depending on the quality of storage. And they will be incentivized for the high quality of storage they have. Additionally, the other stream of revenue is coming from the blockchain. And as you can see, it's fair between storage provider, which creates a diverse ecosystem of storage providers. We start our phase 1 more than 1 year ago. Today we are doing our phase 2. We are doing our testnet in June, and we want to reach in December a public sale. To that, we decided to have a go-to-market strategy for these 3 next months, to grow our community and to have a very strong community, to launch an infrastructure and to stabilize it, and then to have more service and infrastructure providers coming and joining our network. To do that, we need you. We have already started our pre-seed round. We raised 46% of our target, which is 500K. We have an allocation of 2.5% of our network with an FDV of 20 million. The vesting is 34 months with 10% of unlock. And as I said, the TG will be at the same time at the end of the public sale in December 2024. It was Brio, CEO and co-founder of Nephele. Let's build together the future backbone of cloud data storage. Thank you very much for your attention. Questions?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, awesome pitch. Yeah, would love to hear questions from our VCs right now, or feedback as well. You could just unmute your microphone and go ahead. Who would like to start?
Open to questions.
Yeah, I suppose we have lots of VCs with the Queen focus, and let me check if we have any requests.
Yeah, I have a question. Thank you, first of all, for your pitch. It was really very interesting. I have a question about your revenue model. Sorry if you mentioned it, but I just maybe missed. Could you just tell a bit more about it? Thank you.
Yeah, so as I said, we are more oriented as a foundation and to build a foundation on the top of the network. So we could have transaction fees revenue, but for the moment, it's not totally decided to do that for the foundation. So today, the main target is, as I said, it is why we are raising only in token. I didn't say directly in the pitch, but the main value of our solution is reside in the token and its valuation. So it is why you don't have a revenue stream or slides dedicated for this. You have your answer.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got it. And where are you going to plan your TG date?
In December 2024. Oh yeah.
Sorry, just looking through the pitch deck and listening, sometimes something misses out. Thank you for your answers.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you very much, Valeria and Bruce. So let me check if we have any questions. Okay, yeah, I suppose we don't have right now. So hope we will have after the pitch session more feedback or questions. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nephele team, for awesome pitch.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for your time, and do not hesitate to contact me through Twitter, LinkedIn, whatsoever for questions.
Sure. Okay, yeah, the next team is ReHold. Please share your screen. Let us check that everything.
Good afternoon, everybody, or morning, evening, depending where you're at.
Hey, guys.
Are we on? My name is Jeremy Bruggen. I'm a head of partnerships at ReHold. Renat here, he's a co-founder and CEO. Let me just quickly share my screen, and we're gonna be swift. Can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, we see it, so perfect. So yeah.
All right, so ReHold is a multi-chain trading protocol. We make it easy for people to trade, earn, swap across Bitcoin and EVM. What we have here is a little bit of a product metric. So we're not a new product. We've been in the space for some time. We launched in Q1 2023, and our flagship product is a dual investment, but basically based on Uniswap V3, concentrated liquidity market making technology, allows users to get up to 500 APY on their investments. Reinvest and compound is also an option for them, 250 trading pairs, and we will be supporting Bitcoin L2 soon. Some of the metrics on that product is more than 300 million traded volume, 182,000 transactions with 13,000 active users. We also have live products of swaps and on-ramp. Swaps have minimal slippage. and the DEX aggregation, all supported by 9 EVM chains, and on-ramp is provided by MoonPay, our partner. As for the upcoming product that is actually in beta testing right now, is a perpetual, which will allow users to trade with leverage up to 100x. We support EVM chains and we'll be supporting Bitcoin L2's chains on that. And we will be launching an AI assistant that will help users convert into active market participants faster, giving them some signals, giving some news analysis of the market itself. As for our go-to-market, so here's some examples. We are live on Bybit Web3 Airdrop Arcade right now, more than 330K Twitter impressions, 148,000 total visitors on the campaign, and more than 37,000 participants. These numbers were taken a snapshot of last evening. I believe it's like 45,000 participants already as of today. We also have launched ready points in March 2024. And since then, well, we have 170 countries participating in that, 900,000 unique monthly visitors. And on average, weekly, we have about, 400,000 people claiming those points, which is quite nice. And since March, we have accumulated 1.3 million Google search results. Here's the perpetual beta that I've mentioned earlier. We had 10,000 whitelist signups, 160,000 impressions, and we have selected 200 participants that are testing the product right now. We're planning to make it live in next month, publicly available. Here is some of the partner network that we have. As you have seen, Bybit Web3, CoinStats is another go-to-market partner that we have been working with. Black Dragon is one of the investors. BitLayer is going to be our first go-to Bitcoin L2 chain. So OKX Wallet, we have been featured as a most popular DEP on their platform. And Magic Square, we are planning out a go-to Road to TGE campaign with them that's going to take place this summer. Below, you can see more of the other partners that we have been working with on the co-marketing and ecosystem campaigns in the past year plus. As for the team of less than 10 people, we have Renat Gafarov and Michael Salmon, the co-founders of the company. They have excessive experience in working in DeFi and fintech products. Both worked for uHodler, one of the largest centralized exchanges from Switzerland, which is the company where they have built a full suite of products that have made company a lot of money, made them profitable. And at the peak, it was 750 million assets under management. Myself, Jeremy Bruggen, head of partnerships, leading all the partner activations, partner initiatives at the company. Been doing business relations management and development for 8+ years outside of crypto and in crypto. And I've been in crypto for more than 2 years now. As for the roadmap, so we're looking at our TGE to take place around September, as we see that summer months are not usually the best ones. And leading up to that, we'll be focusing heavily on product development and basically wrapping it all up with marketing activations like Road to TGE campaign on Magic Square, KOL promos, trading competitions once we have our perpetuals DEX live for public, and a lot more. As for our ask, we're at the seed round right now at 10 million FDV, looking to raise 500K. And for the token utility, where we at is, it's going to be 30% share of protocols revenue, fee rebates on swaps and perpetual DEXs, extra IPY for duals, governments, DAO, etc. We also do have a KL round and a launchpad round, and we're speaking to quite a few agencies and a few launchpads as of today. Yeah, ReHold, multi-chain trading protocol, trade, earn, swap across Bitcoin and EVM. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Yeah, Jeremy, thank you very much. Amazing pitch and amazing progress. Yeah, I hope we have any questions to Jeremy, to ReHold team. I see Nero, microphone unmuted. Nero, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, can I see the the product, how they get the score from the EVM ecosystem to Bitcoin, whatever they are, one or they are two?
So as of right now, do you want to see the product, how it looks right now, the perpetual DEX or the duals?
Do you have the demo or do you have like an online version?
I think Renat, can we possibly show the stage one, the one that's private beta now?
Perpetuals.
Yeah. So Renat, he's the co-founder. Just to point out one more time, he's the person behind the whole idea. And yeah, so we are on EVM right now. Beta test on perpetuals is happening on BNB chain. And the first Bitcoin L2 chain that we're looking to deploy on is going to be BitLayer.
Yeah, here is our interface of perpetuals Right now, it's for beta testers, and we for the start will support only BNB chain, and the first of Bitcoin O2 will be BitValue as well. And after that, we'll add more EVM chains and more Bitcoin O2s like Merlin chain, Satoshi VM, BVM, and maybe some others. It will be in our roadmap step by step. We'll add more chains on demand. Now we have only 3 pairs to trade, Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. The biggest leverage for Ethereum 100 is 100.
Okay, that's good. So it sounds like it's not only support for the EVM, but also the Solana as well, right?
No, so it's here is just
in EVM. Okay.
Rapid Solana on BNB chain.
I see. Cool. Yeah, that's all I need. Thanks.
Okay. Any
Hey
questions,
everyone.
guys? Hey.
Yeah, Stefan, yeah, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, Steph here from Connectico Capital. Just 2 questions on my end. The first one is, what type of perp dex is ReHold? So as your mainnet launch, would this be a VAMM based exchange, or will this be an order book based? And then for my second question, the perp dex vertical is very competitive right now.
Yep.
How are you guys planning to retain users after your point system ends?
Yeah, after point system ends, we'll start our affiliate program and engage new customers via classic forex and trading experience via affiliate programs, referral programs, and traders. Around model, it's like GMX model based on liquidity providers, liquidity in liquidity pools inside. But on the first step, it will be based on our current liquidity on the beta test.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Stefan Nero, for questions. Let me check if we have, I suppose we have time for one more. Who would like to go the next? Okay, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, ReHold team. Amazing pitch and project. Yeah, I don't
Thank you so much.
Any questions?
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, guys. And the next participant, quite solid project, Nomis protocol. So guys, are you with us? Yeah.
Yes, correct. Let me share my screen. Can you please allow me to share my screen? Yeah, I finally got the button. Can you see my screen now? For the lack of the time, I will briefly present myself and also discuss, and sorry for my terrible voice, I will briefly present the problem that we are trying to tackle and present the our current traction in terms of the users it works for. So Nomis basically is an on-chain reputation capital. So what we do, we aggregate information about on-chain activity of the user and combining it into a score so that the user can become eligible for, let's say, better drops or to apply for some additional discounts and so on and so forth. That's what we have now. But the problem that we are really trying to solve, the problem of identity. So currently, most of us are using either, like in case of mobile phones, we're using either Android or iOS, or to express our, let's say, social attitudes and so on and so forth. Typically, we use either Twitter or I know some Google services and so on and so forth. And all this Web2 is pretty much narrowed and I would say biased because once like Google decide to ban us, we lose our identity. Once we have problems with, I don't know, some changing policy of Twitter, we get banned and ripped out of all our audience. And we cannot like be creative.
But we don't hear you clear. I suppose some problems maybe with your microphone. Maybe
yes.
Or yeah, sounds fine.
Maybe I can turn off video and you can hear me better. Now it's better.
Let me check again, please.
Yes, can you hear me now better?
Not really better, but yeah, Kate, do you hear it clearly? Or
yeah, I believe we can continue this way. Maybe without the video, it will be better. Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to keep the pace, but I can talk a bit slower, and hopefully that would be good in terms of quality of connection. So we believe that the future of identity would be somehow related to a combination of on-chain and off-chain and on-chain, and that's what we are developing in Nomis. We are developing this for several years. So here we can see the traction. So we already partnered with different kudos to ReHold team with whom we already like in touch, and one of our partners. So we have partners across like with the right exchanges, yield farmers, and other different protocols like bridges and so on and so forth. So we have pretty much diverse community in spread throughout the world. We just recently are coming to some fancy slide with some numbers. So the total revenue that we is already exceeding 1.5 million, and we have recurring monthly revenue of about 100K. So we are supporting 45 networks, and we are going to expand into BTC increments. Recently, we announced we are the biggest and the first one of on-chain identity protocol that I launched on Seesion, for instance, the network that launched just this Monday. So global vision, as I mentioned, is to present a sort of on-chain and off-chain framework for building digital identity. So that's, like, to cut a long story short, that's what we are developing, and we have not yet have our token launched. It's planned for Q3 this year. We are currently in private stage of our financing, and we are collecting 2.5 million and 35 million valuation. Just to cut a long story short, that's brief presentation of what we are developing. Happy to answer any question that you might have.
Okay, yeah, Nikolai, thank you very much. Could you maybe share the slide with your investment opportunity? Or
I cannot yet really put it here. So we have like just this slide, but as I mentioned, we are currently in private stage round. So it's the total valuation pre-money is 35 million, and we are collecting 2.5.
okay, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, since we had some problems with the sound, unfortunately, I suppose it would be great if VCs could check investment blurb we shared as well.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Okay, yeah, let me check. Do we have any questions or feedback right now? I should add that Nomis is a really solid project with a really impressive traction and partnerships. So yeah, we would love to hear any questions or feedback. Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah, I suppose that, yeah, since we had some technical issues on Nomi's side, I'll hope to hear any feedback after pitching session. So yeah, thank you very much, Nikolai. Yeah, I suppose we could continue with our next participant, EON RIFT, Chris. Okay, please share your screen.
Okie doke.
Let's check. The sound, I suppose, is quite good. Awesome.
How's it sound?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. And
Okay,
yeah,
great.
we see your screen. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thanks very much. We're EON RIFT, and we're building a $1 billion composable Web3 entertainment IP where fans and AI are part of the story. So who are we to build a $1 billion IP? We'll start with our co-founder, Larry, who is a 15-year veteran from Weta Workshop in New Zealand, working in creative director leadership roles for major film IPs like James Cameron's Avatar 1 through 5 and Mad Max Fury Road, among others. We're joined by Tom Waltz, who's one of the luminaries in the comics industry. He penned over 100 of the first issues of the Ninja Turtles comic series, which is obviously a hugely successful franchise, including the recent one called The Last Ronin. For any of you that are familiar with it, it's a pretty awesome, kind of more dark, mature adult title, bestseller. They're making a movie and a video game out of it. I have 18 years of video game experience in the United States with exits with IGN and Gamefly. And David Hura leads our trading card game initiative. He's a veteran from Blizzard, worked on the Hearthstone trading card game and Pokemon Go as well. So we were joined by Alex Raymond on the artificial intelligence side. He's a PhD from the University of Cambridge. He heads up our AI team. And we have Ezedin, who's a former chief AI engineer at Samsung. Our rockstar team of Web3 advisors are all current or ex-immutable veterans who worked on major successful IPs like Gods Unchained and Guild of Guardians. We started building out our IP through storytelling and through world buildings because that's near and dear to our heart. And we think it's the best way to build an IP. So we launched our first comic and we sold out our first Genesis collection. This is an example of the artwork or the quality of the artwork in our comic, hand-drawn by some of the leading artists in the comic industry. And we expanded beyond that into a real transmedia fan playground that incorporates lots of different product pillars and lots of different revenue streams. So comics, digital characters, physical collectibles, video games, trading card games, and merchandise. We sort of modeled ourselves after the Ninja Turtles IP in that sense. But while we're building out this professional IP with our professional team of IP creators, we noticed that our fans really loved the quality of the artwork, they loved the quality of the characters, but they really also loved building the stories of their characters out and really taking ownership over their characters and infusing their characters with personality. So we recognized in our own community that we have this untapped, fan energy, but we also realized that major IPs out there like Turtles and Harry Potter and Star Wars, these all have the same problem of really untapped fan energy, because what happens is fans are so passionate about these quality IPs that they end up writing their own stories and lore. But this is impossible usually to incorporate into the core canon or the core lore of the world because number one, it's often inconsistent, and number two, even if it was consistent, the amount of effort to get that incorporated into the canon is prohibitive. And so, this creativity really goes unharnessed by traditional IPs. And this can be a huge missed opportunity. You look at the example of something like 50 Shades of Grey, which grossed over $2.6 billion in books and film. This was started life actually as a Twilight fan fiction piece and turned into a global phenomenon. And so it's really clear that there's tremendous talent in these large IP fan communities that can drive real value and creativity for the IPs if they could solve some of these issues. So in building our own IP, we asked ourselves, well, how can we harness this enthusiasm of our fans while still maintaining the integrity of our professionally written and core world building and canon? But we want to do it in a way that can scale to millions or tens of millions of users, and at the same time leverage the cool stuff in Web3 to reward and incentivize their contributions to our IP. And we didn't see any solution out there, so we decided to build our own. I'm going to show you now our live demo prototype. I'm breaking all the rules of demonstrations by doing a live demo. This is our prototype artificial intelligence product. I'm going to pick a character here from our NFT collection. His name's Charlie. And I've given Charlie here his own personality and his own backstory. And Charlie's a hacker, so he has a backstory that relates to being a hacker. And when I click Update Character here, what happens is we have an artificial intelligence system that's trained it's fine-tuned on our canon, on our lore. We have a world Bible that's about 60 pages long that's going to be growing every time we release a new comic. And it deems this as accepted because his backstory aligns well with the established lore. This fits into the narrative. His transition and hacking repurposing skills is proportionate and appropriate. And it doesn't overstate his influence in the IP or reveal any critical plot points. So this could be incorporated in an automated fashion into the lore if I, as Charlie's owner, wanted it to be. But let's say that I want to get a little optimistic about Charlie here and say that he finds some discarded military tech that he retrofits and makes this invisible to the surveillance state in Neo-Tokyo, which is our world in EON RIFT. So I submit that now, and the artificial intelligence goes through its process and says, although the backstory is generally well crafted and aligns with some of the themes, this idea that he gets this discarded military tech is problematic because it directly contradicts the established lore, that this surveillance is pervasive and a significant challenge for the resistance. This capability would grant him an undue level of influence and disrupt the foundational premise of this. And so we need to adjust this if we want this to be. So it not only protects the canon and prevents incompatible, lore from being entered into it, but it tells me as the fan specifically, how I need to adjust my character in order to have them fit into the core IP and be able to contribute to this if I want to do that. So now let me go back to our presentation. Sorry here.
Chris, sorry to interrupt, just for your information, we're almost out of time. So if you want to go to the last slides, yeah, go ahead. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, looks like I lost track of my browser here. So anyway, we have a shoot, I lost my place. So what we have is a intellectual property through this IP called autocannon. It's an automatic IP guarding system that basically any Web2 or Web3 IP can use. We are raising, our seed round now at $3 million. We're raising a $3 million round. We have a $320,000 initial seed round with an FDV of $8 million. And, our revenue model spans all these different products, in our core IP from, the games, the comic books, NFTs, physical collectibles, digital collectibles, and merchandise. And we hope you'll, join us in building this future of the way that IPs can be collaboratively built without destroying canon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. It was so fascinating. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So also awesome team and awesome project. Yeah, I suppose our VCs could check investment opportunities in investment blurbs we shared before the session. Yeah, and we would love to hear your questions or feedback, especially from VCs who are looking for GameFi NFT projects.
Yep.
Who would like to go first? Yeah, we hope to hear, as I remember, Freaks Capital, Stefan, are you looking for GameFi as well? Could you maybe drop some your feedback or, oh yeah, so Nero, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I just wondering what's the schedule for your game launch? When you just mentioned you're going to launch the NFT first, so
no, we launched the NFT. We launched the NFT already. Our trading card game is due to be out in 9 to 12 months. We have our TGE in Q3, late Q3, early Q4. So we're launching our token. Yep.
The NFT is available to trade in OpenSea or anywhere?
Our Genesis collection is available on OpenSea, yes.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna figure out. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nero. Who would like to ask or give any feedback to Chris, to awesome EON RIFT team? Let me check one more time. Okay, yeah, I suppose we will have more questions, our pitching session. So yeah, thank you very much, Chris. Awesome pitch. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And let's continue with our last project for today is Kibble Exchange. Let me check if Kibble's in here. Cherry,
Yeah.
are you going to lead? Oh.
Yes, hello everyone. Our pleasure to be here. Yeah, I'm Cherry from Kibble teams, and like to let you understand more about Kibble. Let me introduce our CTO, Mr. Z. He will share for you more about Kibble. Yeah, so please, Mr. G.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we see your screen. You can start. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we are Kibble, a DeFi hub that offers a comprehensive suite of tools and services on the TON blockchain. Yeah, so as most of us here already know, the TON ecosystem is taking off. So there has been an almost 600% increase in the TVL in the first quarter of this year. And parallel to the rise of the TON ecosystem is the Telegram ecosystem, which for years is already very vibrant and has grown to more than 900 million users. So the question we are asking is, how can we seamlessly bring these 900 million Telegram users into the TON ecosystem? And currently, users face certain issues when navigating the TON ecosystem. So a point that is commonly being brought up is the unexpectedly long lag time in token swaps. Sometimes users also face slippage issues when swapping the tokens that do not have sufficient liquidity. And even for the crypto native users who are already on other chains, there is still significant friction for them to bridge their assets over to the TON blockchain. And this friction is even more significant when it comes to the non-crypto native Telegram users who may be interested to try out applications on TON, but do not know how to get started. And therefore, for Kibble, we place a great emphasis on the user experience with our solutions centered around the Telegram mini app and Telegram bots. So we have been building some features, and what we seek to achieve with these features will be to increase the accessibility in navigating the TON ecosystem, and also to increase the liquidity of tokens, and finally to enhance the discovery of new projects in the TON ecosystem. Right now, we are building this first feature, which is the DEX in mini app. So this DEX is designed with a highly optimized router in the backend to minimize transaction time, so as to create a seamless token swapping experience for users. And we are also in the midst of building a liquidity layer in the TON ecosystem to keep the swap slippage low. So this will incorporate single-sided liquidity provision, which makes liquidity provision simpler compared to the usual dual token liquidity provision used by other DEXs. And there's also a staking mechanism whereby people can easily stake both the TON coin and the Kibble token. And at Kibble, we have also developed two types of Telegram bots. So the purpose of these bots is to bring convenience to users via automation. So the first type of bot is the sniper bot, which would automate trading so as to be able to execute trades with minimum slippage. So we think that this would be ideal for the meme coin traders in the TON ecosystem. And even for the more sophisticated traders, they can use our bots to set out various trading strategies so that they can be executed efficiently. And the other type of bots we have is the airdrop bot. So the purpose of this airdrop bots is to enable Telegram users to get to know more about new projects on TON and benefit from these airdrops without having to go through the hassle of completing the airdrop task manually. And finally, we also have a launchpad, which provides a streamlined experience for new TON projects to fundraise while introducing themselves to the TON community. So we curate these projects to maintain a high level of quality so that non-crypto native Telegram users can have a safer experience investing in them. Yep, so here's a quick comparison of Kibble with the other DEXs currently in the TON ecosystem. We can see that Kibble stands out as an all-in-one Telegram mini app that meets all the user-defined needs. Yep, so next, moving on to our tokenomics. Definitely, Kibble is set up to be decentralized and community-owned. So we aim to build up this vibrant and engaged Kibble community, and therefore we have allocated 42% of the tokens towards community incentives and marketing. We are also currently in the midst of raising 875K for our angel round, of which 600K has already been committed. And with these funds raised, about 2/3 will go towards marketing, promotion, and community building. As for our goals, we target to bring in about 35,000 users by the end of the year, when our TVR would hit around $70 million. Yep, so let us now look at how the Kibble token price will be supported via multiple token utilities. So besides the usual governance and liquidity provision, the Kibble token can also be used as collateral for loans and payments within the Kibble ecosystem. And holders that stake our tokens can also get whitelisted for projects on our launchpad, which enables them to gain priority to invest in the best time projects at an early stage. And on top of this, they also get airdrops from these project tokens. Yep, so here's the roadmap. Right now, we have already completed the swap and liquidity provision features. And we also have our DEX mini app done, and it is already listed on the Telegram app center. And currently, we are in the midst of developing our own optimized AMM that will be integrated into this mini app. Yep. And finally, let's look at the team. So we have Smith as the CEO, Michael as the CMO, and myself as the CTO. So Smith is the co-founder of Technology Orbit, which has a decade of experience building various blockchain projects, ranging from centralized exchanges to DeFi and SocialFi projects. And Michael, our CMO, he's the co-founder of Labs, which is a Web3 focused marketing company that has successfully led the go-to-market strategy for many projects, such as Elixir Games and Planet Mojo. And for myself, I've worked with different blockchain technologies since 2016, and this includes like the EVM, Hyperledger Fabric, and also decentralized identifiers. So together with Artem and Kungan, who previously were also at leading Web3 companies like OKX and Defiance, we have been working on Kibble for the past months with this vision of transitioning Telegram users into active TON users. Yep, so here are two of the projects that we have previously won. So you see BSC Station, which is currently still a top 20 launchpad in the world. And there's also a more recent one, which is X-Render, whereby we managed to gain more than 10,000 followers within the first 2 weeks of launch. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you, and please let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kibble team. Awesome pitch. Yeah, TON ecosystem is shining right now. Yeah, so promising projects. I'm sure that some of our attending VCs who are bullish on TON and DeFi would like to know more about Kibble project. Let me check if we have any unmuted microphone. Who would like to go first, maybe with feedback or questions? Okay, yeah, Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, thanks a lot for the presentation. My question would be if you have any partners or backers that you can share with us at this point. I know the project is quite early stage, but do you have at least in mind any possible partnerships and potential backers?
Kiwi, can you answer?
Yeah, sure. Yes, you know that we are at a very early stage at the moment. Yeah, but we have been like talking to some potential partners such as Gate.io, TON Foundation, and we also have contacting some top tier VC like Animal Brains or Diablo Dev Lab. Yeah, so we're still waiting for their answer. But Gate.io, they're quite interested in us, and they show that they want to like invest in Kibble. So we have send them the SAP, so they are reviewing our SAP at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. Let me check if we have more questions to Kibble. Oh, yeah, Steph, go ahead.
Hey everyone, just like to confirm the timeline for the Kibble bots, the Telegram bot, and the launch pads on when they would be launched, since I think these are the features that are not available on existing solutions, on existing DeFi solutions in Ton. So I'm quite interested about the timeline of the launch for these features.
Yeah, so we are aiming to launch it actually in the next quarter.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah, and since we have a few minutes, maybe Kibble team could even present already some the live application in Ton. Is already live. I checked it by myself as well. Seems very cool. Okay, yeah, up to you guys if you would like to maybe show some part features that you already released. Go ahead.
We do have some features released. Maybe we can send the link over for you all to try later on.
Yeah, we think that it'd be better if we can send you the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, after you mean after the session if there is any interest, right? Not right now. Okay.
Yeah, and there, sorry, yeah, there one more thing that I would like to share about Kibbles is like during June we were having the event called Ton Meetup event in Vietnam. Yeah, so we have been gathering on the project, like potential project on Ton, as well as like we have more than 200 participants from different projects from VC KOLs to joining the event, and that's the one way we do for the offline marketing for Kibbles. Is kind like promoting people offline. So if you guys have any chance to visit GM Vietnam Blockchain Week, then we are very pleased to invite you to join with our Ton Meetup event. Yeah, so we can have a panel discussion with different projects on Ton, and we also inviting some people from Ton Foundation to come if possible, if they have a visit in Vietnam for the Blockchain Week. Yeah, so we are very welcome if you guys have a chance to visit, so can drop up a message so we can send an invitation.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Kibble team. Thank you for invitation to GM Vietnam as well. Yeah, maybe let me check if we don't have any questions right now. Okay, yeah, it was a last chance. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we are ready to finish our today pitch session. Really appreciate presentations of teams today, attendance of our dear partners and VCs. We hope you enjoyed it and found true gems for you. So yeah, we would love to connect you with teams after the pitch session to know more about the projects. And yeah, we are really keen on to see you again and again at our regular pitch event. Really appreciate you join us. And yeah, see you and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, guys. Take care. It was great to see
you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks everyone. Have a great day.
Yes, have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Awesome.